What's up, guys? This is Crypto Pros here, bringing you another cryptocurrency related video. And this one is just going to be about a little bit of an overview of the market, where it's sitting right now, and then we're going to talk about Monero. So that's pretty much just going to be the two topics for this video. So let's take a quick look at the market. So after this news about the SEC came out, so I guess the SEC and the Senate have been taking a look at cryptocurrency today, and apparently there was a hearing about cryptocurrencies, and apparently it went pretty well. So I think that's the biggest reason why the market is up today. So the majority of the 24-hour volumes here are up. They're in the green. So we're seeing a sea of green right here, which is really good sign, especially after all of the past week or 2 weeks, how it's just been plummeting. I mean, Bitcoin hit, I think, like almost 5,000 at one point. So, I mean, it was low. I mean, look at these charts, guys. You can just see how crazy these declines and how steep they are right here. So now we're seeing on almost every single chart here, if we just scroll down, we can pretty much see the rebound. I mean, I'm hoping it finally hit the floor. I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, it did test a little bit at like 6.3 or 6.4, but I'm honestly not sure. I hope we're out of the woods, but yeah, like I said, I'm not sure yet. But I definitely want to see Bitcoin go back up to 10, man. That would be absolutely amazing. So Neo hit like $65 yesterday. I mean, that is absolutely insane, guys. I mean, if you were looking to get into Neo, yesterday was the perfect time. I mean, it literally hit $65. I mean, Neo hasn't been that low in like a month and a half or something like that. So that's really good, especially because Neo hit, I think, 165. So I mean, that's $100 down from where it was. So I mean, I'm hoping that we're out of the clearance sale for now, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do think that the market will recover very strongly from this crash or correction, whatever you want to call it. I think it's going to come back even stronger than ever in 2018 once it's finally done with. So that's pretty much just an overview of the market. The coins are all looking really good right now. So let's take a look at Monero. So this is the coin I want to cover for today's video. So right now, Monero is sitting at $200. The market cap is 3 million. 24-hour volume is almost 100 million, which is actually really good. I mean, my general rule of thumb for 24-hour volume, I'd like to see it be 5 to 10% of the total market cap. So I think this is around that range. The circulating supply is 15 million. So my question for this video is, Monero still the king of privacy coins? And in my opinion, yes. I think Monero is still the king. I don't think it's going to be dethroned anytime soon. I mean, I know there's Dash, but I definitely think Monero is, as far as anonymity and like a mainstream mass adoption coin, I think Monero is definitely king right now. So let's take a look at the chart. I mean, as you can see, it came out in 2014, I guess. So around May 20th, 2014, and then we see it around under $10. I mean, look at this, guys, 45, 50 cents. If you guys got into this coin at 50 cents, look at where it's sitting now, $200. I mean, that is insane gains. I mean, absolutely crazy. So I mean, I wish I was in cryptocurrency back here, but I mean, I knew about Bitcoin at this time, but I wasn't in any altcoins until, I don't know, man, just honestly recently, just a few months, maybe 6 to 8 months, is when I really started to get into cryptocurrency, and I started researching altcoins like heavily. So let's take a look. But I've known about cryptocurrency for years. I mean, I think everyone's heard about Bitcoin for at least since 2014 or 15. That's when it started to kind of come out into the mainstream. But anyways, guys, let's take a look at the chart here. So I was sitting around $40 or $50 just this past summer, and we saw a little bit of price action, but we don't see the crazy price action up until the past 3 months. So let's see. Yeah, so check this out. So from $100, it went up from 100 all the way in just 1 month. It went from 100 up to like or $460. So that is like more than 4x in just about a month. So if we look from November 7th to December 21st, it's a little more than a month, we saw 4x gains in this. So this price action is absolutely crazy. I mean, I love seeing this with cryptocurrencies. I mean, this is like quintessential price action in my opinion. So yeah, if this guy's or if this doesn't get you guys excited, I don't know what will. But so right now we see Monero at let's see, go back up here. $209, and then it hit a bottom, so the floor was right around 150. I mean, it bounced right off of that. I mean, it hit 150. People saw that number and were like, wow. I mean, that is a buying opportunity and a half. So that's definitely around the price floor, I think. I mean, I don't think Monero will go back down to $100. I mean, I hope it does, but I really don't think it will. So let's take a look at the website and see why this Monero coin is actually pretty much the king of privacy coins as far as right now. I mean, there are a couple coins that are similar. They do similar things, but as far as being in the lead, as far as market cap goes, and actually providing like security, privacy, and decentralization, and Monero is still the king. So let's just read some of the stuff on their website. So Monero is a digital private currency. So Monero is secure, private, and untraceable cryptocurrency. It is open source and accessible to all. With Monero, you are your own bank, which is what cryptocurrency is about, right? We're trying to be totally decentralized. You want to be in control of your own money, and you just don't want government or whatever, you don't want corporations controlling your money. So that's the reason why people like cryptocurrency so much. So only you are in control and are responsible for your funds. Your accounts and transactions are kept private from prying eyes. So they pretty much focus on, I already mentioned it, but they focus on security, privacy, and decentralization, and just untraceability. And the unique thing about Monero that a lot of other privacy coins don't do, I think there's maybe 5 right now that I know of. I know Verge is one, and maybe Hush, but Monero is one of the only ones that actually hides your IP address. So most privacy coins just hide your transactions on the blockchain, but they don't hide your IP address. So there's a big difference between those two things. So you want both, and Monero does both of those. So it's untraceable. It hides your transactions within the blockchain itself, and it also hides your IP address. So they can't like trace back to see who is actually using the computer to buy the Monero or whatever, to see who you actually are. So it's like totally anonymous, which again, as far as a top privacy coin, that is unique and a really, really good thing about Monero. Let's check out their about, and I'll read some of this stuff as well. So you guys can come on this website and read all this stuff. Again, I would definitely recommend you read everything you can about a coin before you get into it. I mean, that is very, very, very important. So brief history here. You guys can read this on your own. I'm not going to read all of this, but I do want to get into values. So let's read some of this stuff. So Monero is more than just a technology. It's what the technology stands for. Some of the important guiding philosophies are listed below. So security. Users must be able to trust Monero with their transactions without risk of error or attack. Monero gives the full block reward to the miners, who are the most critical members of the network who provide this security. Transactions are cryptographically secure using the latest and most resilient encryption tools available. So very up to date. So Monero takes privacy seriously. Monero needs to be able to protect users in a court of law and in extreme cases from the death penalty. That's extreme. This level of privacy must be completely accessible to all users. So that's pretty cool, actually. Whether they are technologically competent or not, or have no idea how Monero works. A user needs to confidently trust Monero in a way that this person does not feel pressured into changing their spending habits for risk of others finding out. And then final thing is decentralization. So this is pretty important in here as well. So I'll read this. This will be the last thing I read on the website. So Monero is committed to providing the maximum amount of decentralization. With Monero, you do not have to trust anyone else on the network, and it is not run by any large group. An accessible proof of work, so POW algorithm, makes it easy to mine Monero on normal computers. So that's versus proof of stake. So proof of work just means it's mineable, which is good. I mean, I've mined Monero myself. If you look back, I think my first video I ever posted on YouTube was actually the mining setup I have. And yeah, that's pretty cool. You guys can go check out that video. But which makes it more difficult for someone to purchase a large amount of mining power. Nodes connect to each other with the I2P to lower the risk of revealing sensitive transaction information and censorship. So development decisions are extremely clear and open to public discussion. So it's democratic. That's good as well. So developer meeting logs are published online in their entirety and visible by all. So that is also actually really good. So that just means that the developers are out in the open with whatever they're trying to work on. So let's look at this article right here. So this is what is Covery and why is it important to Monero. So this is pretty much how Monero hides their IP addresses, their users' IP addresses. So Covery is a C++ implementation of the I2P router. In short, a general purpose anonymizing where's the anonymizing overlay network similar to Tor. That's embarrassing. I swear I'm a college senior. I've never seen that word before. A typical I2P router is written in Java, whereas Covery is written in C++ language to ensure compatibility with a typical privacy-centric cryptocurrency. Monero XMR at present, they have 48 contributors and are working on the project to bring it to alpha stage. So what is Covery and how did it come about? I want to find the important stuff in here. Let's see. Anyways, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I just wanted to show you guys this. So this is pretty much how Monero hides their IP addresses through the I2P router network. So that's pretty cool. I would definitely recommend you read this article as well. I mean, there's a lot of important stuff in here if you want to understand how the technology works, like specifically, not just the surface stuff, but if you want to get more in depth, this is definitely a good article to check out. So I think that's just about it, guys. I don't really think I have anything else to cover as far as Monero goes. Like I said, I still think it is the king of privacy coins. Two other privacy coins that you can check out that I'm very bullish on right now is Hush and Verge. So those two are definitely in the running. I mean, Hush right now is only at like an $8 or $9 million market cap, so it has a lot of room to grow. I mean, I just took a position out on Hush recently, and I think it's at like 230 right now. Let me just check this out. So if you guys are looking to get into a good privacy coin that has a lot of the similar features that Monero has, I mean, Hush is definitely a good option. So look at this, guys, $7 million market cap versus Monero, which is $3 billion. So I mean, that's not even a fraction of what Monero is. And this has a lot of the similar tech, you know. So I think this is actually more of a fork of Zcash, but they are very similar. They're both privacy coins, and it's 233 right now, which is a really good buying opportunity. I mean, if you look at what it was at, let's see. I mean, it went up to $19. So, I mean, if it gets back there, which it very well could in the next few months. But yeah, guys, I mean, I definitely took a position out on Hush. You guys can do that if you want. I'm going to make a video about Hush eventually, but that might actually be my next video, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, again, this isn't licensed financial advice. I'm just a YouTuber, so do your own research, take responsibility for your own investments, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite cryptocurrency is, and maybe I will review it.